Benjamin from Doha, Qatar, you're welcome. Let me check it. Okay. Uh, just give me a second. Benjamin from Qatar, I see you. Um, who else is here? I want to say welcome to everyone. We don't have time to be able to greet everyone. Honestly, I wish we do. But what I'm going to do is to say a big thank you to every single one for joining us. God bless you, and the Lord will reward you in a very great way. Um, so this slide does not have, check the online, the URL link. How much is it? The URL link for the product. Go and check. Let me see. Shino Ogundele. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So I'm good to go. I think we have enough to get started today. Again, Stanley from Port Harcourt. Everybody, welcome. Samuel from Akwa Ibom. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I think we're good to go. Let's just get started. Today's class, we're going to be looking at another topic. This is for those of you who are joining us for the first time. Can you type 1? If today is the first day you're joining us, meaning you missed yesterday, type 1. The place you need to go to enjoy the class we treated yesterday is called Stephen Akintayo TV on YouTube. You need to go there. You will be able to see everything that we discussed on day 1. And so today is day 2, tomorrow is day 3, and then we end it on the 6th day. So 10th to 15th of November is this series that we're doing. And I promise you, if you can spend these 6 days with me, your life will never remain the same again. I want you to enable me to be able to, as co-host, Eric, I need you to make me a co-host so that I can share my slide. Eric, can you make me a co-host so that I can share my slide? So yeah, let's go ahead started. So please give me 2 hours every day for the next 6 days, and I promise you, it's going to be one of the most life-changing experience of your life. Remember that everybody always have a certain day, that is just different from every other day. And those certain days ultimately change the trajectory of our lives. I'll be sharing with you how to make 3 to 7 sales in real estate property every month and earn at least $10,000 in commissions. I'm going to share my role model principles. I will also share with you, as some people have asked, 3 real estate investment strategies for those of you who have capital and you're looking at investing in real estate with your money. However, I will focus this training more on how you can make money from real estate even if you don't have cash, more as a property broker, as this is a major pathway to building massive wealth for yourself. And it's just a real tested and proven method. It was how I started this journey. I didn't have money when I started. My name is Stephen Akintayo. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach, most premier digital marketing consultant, finance coach, author, speaker, and philanthropist. I'm the MD CEO of GTS Global and the lead consultant, Stephen Akintayo Consulting. I've met several great people. One of them is Mr. Damien John, who I respect so much. He started his own business with $40. It's a multi-billion dollar, he's built a multi-billion dollar corporation. And he was so impressed with my person and recommended me You know, like Donald Trump will say, bigly. Yeah.
What's up to all the students in Stephen Akintayo's class? I just want to say, let him keep coaching you. Hopefully, putting you on the right track. I just met the man. I think he's amazing. What's up? There you go. All right, get focused.
Okay, so those are, you know, social proof. I have a lot of joy investing in people that cannot help themselves. My philosophy is that God gives you wealth so that you can use that opportunity to bless other people and empower other people to also become wealthy, right? So I have those strong beliefs when it comes to that. Um, yes, award presentation. So I was recently awarded honorary doctorate degree in science for real estate achievements that we've done. And it was such an honor to now be called Dr. Stephen Akintayo. How many of you will congratulate me? Come on, I thought I'm going to get some congratulatory messages. Oh, come on. Everybody, are you here? I need your energy. Remember, I love shows that were very energetic in our conversation, our approach. So come on, can I get your energy, everybody? Do you know, according to research, the global vacation rental market will register, okay, a compound annual growth close to 77%. Now, an incremental of $57.1 billion by the year 2022, right? So the first business model I'm going to be teaching in real estate is called property sharing. And this property sharing gives you an opportunity. You're dealing in an industry that is worth over $100 billion and is going to keep growing. Now, real estate is property consisting of land and building on it, along with natural resources such as crop, mineral, and materials. Immovable properties of this nature and interest vested. This is an item of real estate, real property, building or a house, in accordance in housing. Okay, so let me read this again so that I make sure that I'm not. This is Wikipedia definition of real estate. Real estate is property consisting of land and the building on it, along with its natural resources such as crops, minerals, or water. Okay, that is immovable properties of this nature and interest vested in this an item of real property, building or house in general, according to Wikipedia. Okay, so this is what real estate really is. But the first way that I'm going to be teaching, I'm going to share with you 4 ways to make money in real estate, but we focus more on the one that doesn't really require much capital for you to do. So that the reason why I'm doing this is so that nobody will give excuses. But let me say this. There will never be a perfect business. There will never be a perfect time to start a business. There will never be a perfect opportunity. Nothing is perfect, okay? Nothing. By the way, let me ask Eric if he has shared on all those platforms, right? There will never be a perfect time to do business. There will never be a perfect business. There will never be a perfect opportunity. Everything that we do in this life is a risk. And I've said this again and again and again. And the biggest enemy of your success is your excuses. Let me repeat myself again. Your biggest enemy is the excuses that you're given. Unfortunately, life does not reward excuses. Life rewards results. Can everybody type that? Life does not reward excuses. Life reward result. Everybody type it again. Life does not reward excuses. Life reward result. It's only the winner that everybody celebrates. So when you find yourself, okay, enabling yourself by giving excuses. You don't understand. Things are difficult. You don't get it. You know, it was not easy. You don't know. You can't get it. You are not in my shoe. Listen to me. Everybody has had one problem or the other, including these children of rich people. You know, sometimes those of us who came from poor home, one of the things we love to do is to abuse children from rich homes. And I laugh because I was born poor, my parents were not rich, and I used to have that feeling that children from rich home are just spoiled, and those of them who are successful, of course, they had no choice than to succeed because they had it better than me. But you know, in recent time, I begin to realize that I may be wrong in that analysis because a lot of the people from rich homes also have vices. Poverty made you and I not to misbehave. How many of you agree with me if you are from a poor home like me? How many of you agree that poverty can keep people in check? Poverty makes you behave well. Look at what's going on with politicians. Why have we had people, okay, become victims? It's poverty. A lot of people who are poor cannot, Yoruba had this idea, said, tọwọ́ ẹni ò bá tètè kú idà, a kì í béèrè ikú tó pa bàbá ẹni. When your hand has not touched the cutlass, you do not ask for the death that killed your father. Okay, and that's a powerful. So poverty is a tool that keeps you humble, right? By design, it keeps you humble. Many of you don't know how arrogant you can get until you are rich. So a lot of time when I meet people on social media, we just speak some things, I just smile. When you are rich, that's when I will know whether you are humble. You see people say, it's as if you say you are busy. What is it, self? Is it not God that help you? If I were in your shoe, I will help everybody else. I'll just be laughing. When you get there, let's talk. I remember a lady who was my mentee. And you know that sometimes you learn from people and then you begin to feel that you know better than them. And she started giving me that vibe. So I said to her, the day you start your real estate company, I would like you to call me back and we can talk together. But at this moment, you are not at my level and you do not qualify to criticize what I've done. Of course, she argued about it, but today she has started a real estate company. And oh boy, she's going through a lot and she's now much humble. So poverty has kept people down. And many just continue to give excuses upon excuses. Even those who are from rich home also have excuses not to have done well. They are likely to have done drugs. Money discourages effort. Why should a Davido work hard? Because his father is a billionaire. Why should a DJ Copy work hard? Her father is a billionaire. So when you see children of the rich who are still hustling just so that they can have their own name, they've also overcome excuses. The same way you and I who are from poor home, I was born poor. I had to overcome excuses and work hard to be where I am today. So one of the ways you can make money that I've made billions of naira is land banking. What is land banking? Land banking is real estate investment technique of aggregating land with the purpose of future development or sales. Land banking is an investment strategy that is often overlooked because most investors are not patient. Time is the focal point of land banking. Why are many people not doing land banking? You're just in a hurry. Get rich quick today. You better make the money today or else, you don't believe in all these things they are teaching people. I want to make money today. Why are people comfortable going to beg money on social media? Entering people's inbox, telling you, please, my mother is dead, my father is dead, right? Why do people do that? Because again, we are quick. We need the quick money. If somebody can just dash me 5K, somebody can just dash me 10K, right? The new method they are using for me now is my mother, because a lot of people have heard my story of how my mother died of ovarian cancer. Many of them will come. I had a guy who literally wanted to scam me by saying his mother was sick in the hospital, and needed 300,000 for operation. So I told one of my staff to go there. That's when we realized I was fake, right? Instead of doing all these things, why not start a legal business? That's what we're here. That's what we're talking about here. Start something legit. Start something legal. Start something real. Land banking is one of them. But understand that as you start something, you need to be patient. Things takes time. Can everybody type it? TTT. Things takes time. Everybody, I want you to type it. TTT. Things takes time. Come on, I'm waiting for everybody to type it. Things takes time. Things takes time. TTT. Anything of value that you're going to see takes time. Anything that will change your life takes time. But can you become rich? Yes. Is land banking one of the ways to become very wealthy? Yes. I'm going to play a video of one of my students to you guys in this business of land banking before I continue, so that you can see the kind of opportunity that land banking presents to you. Again, if you choose to take advantage of it. Things takes time. That's the truth. Don't let anybody deceive you. Anything of value that you want to build will take time. I just finished a meeting with some of our staff, and some of them asked me, one of them, very amazing, of my team members, said to me, why real estate? With all that, you've been through in this business, you've lost money, you've had challenges, why real estate? And I really appreciated her for asking that question, because that shows you somebody who's thinking deep, and I, of course, went further to explain to her why. But the reality, ladies and gentlemen, is that Oju eni mala ariyon. Okay? It's a statement in my village that the eye of the person who will be successful will see trouble. Right? In fact, I think an artist did a song. Oju eni mala ari. Oju eni mala ariyon. Okay? So if you're going to be quite successful, your eye is going to see a lot. But the question you should ask is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it. Success is worth it, right? It takes time. There's pressure. There's all of those things, but it's worth it. Success is sweet. In the end, when you look at what you've gone through, it's still better that you struggled and became successful than not being successful at all. Because the wisdom of the poor is despised. When you're poor, nobody cares about your wisdom. Your wisdom is mocked. Nobody wants to listen to the wisdom you carry. So it's worth it to hustle, to work hard, and to still build wealth, no matter how tough, how difficult it is. And land banking is one of those legitimate ways of building wealth, and that can be long-lasting. Now, the video I want to show you briefly, this man is one of my students attending my seminar. I was sharing his story, how he bought a land 15 years ago for 12 million naira. The place he bought is now known as Nikon Estate in Lagos State. He bought it for that amount, but guess how much I was one of those who helped him to sell it last year. And I'm going to show you a video of when we were trying to sell the land so that you can see how real it is, for 220 million. Can everybody type 220 million? 220 million. Everybody type it. You heard me right. 220 million was the price we sold it. I repeat, 220 million. It shocked you, Abi. And it was purchased, that property was purchased for 12 million naira, 15 years. Now I want you to answer this question. What business, what other investment can you do that you don't do anything else? What I love about real estate and land banking is that you don't need to do anything again. If you start a business in 15 years, yes, you can make 220 million. But you know that the day you sleep on your business, that's the day your business can pack up. Okay? But in this case, the person didn't do anything more. All he did was to drop that 12 million naira. In fact, you will see the land. He didn't even fence it. He didn't even do anything. All he did was to pay that 12 million naira. And 15 years later, he came back to sell the same land for 220 million. How many of you like this kind of want to have this kind of experience. If you want to have this kind of experience, type me. Come on, everybody, engage me. Right? If you want this to be your kind of story, type me. So I'm sorry if I'm having to play many videos today, but guys, just be patient with me. We need to have this conversation. So let me play my first video of the day. I will later again.
I think it was in the body.
No, it was not good. It wasn't that good. There is one big man like that puts, I mean, a lot of money.
Intelligence of
exactly, yes, NSA.
NSA.
Square meter. Yeah. Top most estates in Lagos, Nigeria. Literally, there's no
very well planned.
Very well planned environment.
Everything in
detail. You were telling me the name of the construction company. EW. You can research them.
The infrastructure,
the
roads, the street lights, the drainage.
I mean, this over 15 years, solid. You won't see a single pothole in this entire neighborhood, not even one. Okay? Exactly. Frank Don says only the environment alone is worth it. Yeah. This is a solid environment. There's no just anyhow person living here. Okay? I mean, it's really
commissioners,
you have
top lawyers, you have sons.
Yes. I mean, it's an environment for very high net worth. So I'm going to pause the video briefly because of time, but how many of you were able to see the video? Type, I can see it. Now that was me and the man on that land. We're trying to sell that same estate for him for 220 million. So the video you just saw now was me and him marketing the estate, okay, for the man. And that's what we are talking when it comes to land banking. It is big business. And if you're able to do it well, you can make a crazy fortune. Now, imagine if this man bought not just one plot in that place. Imagine he bought 1 acre in those days, 15 years ago. Imagine multiply 220 million by 6. That's the kind of money the man will have been playing with now. So don't joke with land banking. It's one of the ways to build real wealth for yourself. So the question is, how does land banking work? Okay? If you are ready, type, I'm ready to understand land banking. Come on, everybody engage me. Can you type, I am ready to understand land banking? Everybody, engage me. I'm ready to understand land banking. I'm ready to understand land banking. Okay? How can you start land banking? Number one, scout for a major metropolitan city and buy a land at the outskirts of the city, wait for the population to grow, and cash in your investment due to the spike in population. That's the concept here. So you look for a metropolitan city. In the case of Nigeria, we have Lagos. Lagos is a metropolitan city. We have Abuja. We have Port Harcourt. These are the topmost. Lagos is number 1 if you want to make good money in Nigeria in land banking. Lagos is number 1, followed by Abuja, followed by Port Harcourt. Okay? Is this making sense at all? If it's making sense, everybody type is making sense. Okay, come on, guys, I'm waiting. Okay, everybody, I'm waiting, please. Share. Oh, beautiful. So let's go on. So Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. So some people have tried to reach out to me and they say, Mr. Stephen, why can't you come to my village in Umuala village in Okwaya local government? Come and do real estate. There are not too many people doing real estate. And I smile. So the first thing you need to know is that people do not do real estate. just for the purpose of real estate. Real estate is done specifically because you have built a structure or strategy where you can, and this is where people miss it a lot, you build a system where you can make profit. Land banking is done in a place where there is assurance you can make profit. So I'm from a village. In my village now, if I buy land there, it won't grow. 10 years down the line, the profit margin is not much. So it doesn't make sense for me to buy land. You can't play sentiment when it comes to real estate or land banking. When you are doing land banking, go for a place that is appreciating, not because it's from your village or your own people. You can't do Nigerian politics with land banking. There are certain areas that appreciate better than the other. That's what you look at. So you scout for a metropolitan city like Lagos. That's why you see many of us build in Ibejileki. That's why you see many of us we build in Lagos Ibadan Express Road. Or you see many of us invest in Aton Ota, right? Because many people are moving from Abule Egba, all those areas, to Aton Ota. It's cheaper there. That's why you see us move Mowe or farther. All these areas are outskirts of Lagos State, Nigeria. And we're able to invest in these locations because of the value and the opportunity. Now, for international investment, you can use Google Earth to check out land and use the coordinates to be able to look at, okay, are these areas growing? I'm talking for those of you who want to do land banking in the US, in the UK, in other parts of the world. You can use Google Earth to begin to research, okay, population growth in a location, and that begin to influence whether you want to do land banking in those areas or not. Okay, so for example, I'm showing you various areas I have done, because again, many times when we do trainings, people always ask me, Mr. Stephen, your mouth is sweet. These things you teach us, are you also doing it? Yes, I am. I am doing it. These are some of the areas that I bought. Some of them 20 acres, some 50 acres, some 100 acres. I bought land. I'm selling some part of it to some people who are smart investors to say, come and invest now. Some are speaking grammar. Some of my estate, when I started selling this estate, they were going for 1,750,000. Today now, they are 5 million, 12 million, 10 million. In the next 5 years again, you will buy some of this estate, if they are available, for 100 million. So these are things, how many of you have heard that story? It is in the end that those who farm with cutlass instead of mechanized equipment begin to regret. That's the meaning of that adage. When you farm with cutlass instead of using mechanized equipment, you regret in the end. When you choose to invest small instead of investing big time, when you are young at an early stage, is the end that you begin to see that your move was not wise, that you didn't make a right decision. So one of our investment is Beryl Estate. It's in the Bejuleki, fantastic neighborhood. It's a good location for land banking. And one of the unique thing about what we even have is that you can even start building on some of these locations. Sedios Estate, of course, is a developed place in Ogudu. Sedios Leke, Jasper Estate Lagos, Jasper Estate Abuja, Beryl Estate Ibadan, White House Estate Aton Ota Ogun State, Prime Rose Estate, of course in Ibejuleki. These are some of our own land banking that I have personally, invested in, and my company has invested in, and you too can do the same. Again, why am I showing you this? One, in case you want to do land banking with me, I can teach you how to do that, directly with my company. Two, so that you can see that I'm not just teaching what I'm not doing. You can see these are the various investments I've done. All these estates are worth billions of naira today, but we started small, right? We have some more, they didn't add here, like Sapphire Estate, Ikorodu, they didn't add that here. There were several investments like that. Is this making sense at all? Have you learned something? If you have learned something, type I've learned. Come on, guys. So before I go to the second way you can make money in real estate, I want to share another video with you guys. You know, to finalize this teaching on the importance of land banking. Okay, I want to play this short YouTube video to also catalyze that conversation on the power of land banking. Okay, like I said, you better do land banking today so that years to come, you will not be regretting. And also, honestly, as a matter of fact,
Individuals and
you will not also be envious of other people. One of the importance why you need to also do land banking so that you not be envious. A lot of people just are jealous of other people who don't know how they make money. And sometimes because you yourself haven't done the right thing. So when you see other people claim they are rich, you're just wondering, is it possible? Are you sure? You can't trust them.
Don't look down on anybody in your life, no matter what you are, no matter who you are. Never you ever, because God could use the next person to uplift you. When I was working in Ochodi, I had these garage boys. They were my friends. And one happened to belong to a family that had this large expanse of land in Alagbado. And he took me there to show me their property. I had them
I don't know if you are learning. If you are learning type, I'm learning.
to bring some buyers. A week later, after I got the employment, they sent for me, the entire family. They had about 400 plus of land. They said they were giving it to me to sell on behalf of the
400 plots of land.
yes, in Alagbado. Apart from Nureni Yusuf, the former Air Vice Marshal, may so rest in peace, I don't think there was anybody who owned anything apart from families bigger than me by 1991 over there. So they gave me to me to sell. That's where you have AIT now and some other. They gave them to me to sell for 5,000 naira in 1990.
400 plots of land.
Yes, each one 5,000 naira. And
brother.
what will be my own? I asked them. They said, anything you put on top is yours. We're not going to pay you commission. So I started selling. I sold the first 6 plots. The first thing I did was to go to National Concord, the Chief MKO Abiola's National Concord, one of the biggest newspapers in those days. I went there, I put my money there, run adverts, and it was selling like hotcake. So if I'd sold 10 plots, I'll be making 50,000. In those days, 20,000 can buy you a brand new car. So I was making millions. And somebody advised me, Alan, start buying those properties yourself too. You have enough money. So I now floated Alan Oyema and Company, the real estate company. So I bought about 87 of those plots myself. At the time, I increased my price to 20,000, 30,000. So money was everywhere. Of course, I had my own share of stupidity as a young person. I was living.
How many of you have learned something? I'm not going to play the video to the end. If you want to watch that video, go to my YouTube page at Stephen Akintayo TV. The video is there and you're going to be able to see it. Have you learned something? If you have learned something, type, thank you, Dr. Stephen. Thank you, Dr. Stephen. Come on, everybody. If you've learned something real good, can you type, thank you, Dr. Stephen? Okay. So we move on to the second opportunity when it comes to building wealth in real estate. Okay, the first one is land banking. The second one that I want to share with you tonight that you can use to build wealth. Remember, this is a 6-day wealth series for those of you just joining us. And today is day number 2. And I'm sharing with you different ways to build wealth, different businesses you can do to build wealth. Yesterday, I taught on of course, how to build wealth through recharge and build business. And I encourage everyone who missed yesterday, go to my YouTube page at Stephen Akintayo TV, and you will be able to get the video of yesterday's class. Please go watch it and you will learn a whole lot. You will thank me later. And then we have today where we're focusing on various ways you can start making money in the real estate sector. And I'm sharing several. So I've started with the first one. So if you're ready for number 2 way to make money in the real estate sector, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Everybody talk to me. If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I'm waiting, guys. you're ready for number 2, type I'm ready. The second way to make cool cash in the real estate sector is through what we call short lease business, short lease. Now, the short lease business model is quite different from land banking. This focuses on residential houses, right? Where people have been majorly residential. Sometimes you can do a little bit of commercial here, but majorly residential. Now, in real estate, a short lease referred to the short amount of time or length of time to use a house. The owner of the land, which is the property or the house sits, who owns the property where the house sits, is the freeholder. Okay, so with this model, you can partner with sites like, you can partner with sites like, let me see, just give me a second. Okay, it's not in this my slide. This is not a comprehensive class on this business, but I'll just briefly explain what it is to you guys, okay? So in the short lease way, you can partner with Airbnb, you can partner with hotel.ng and several other websites across the globe. And I do this, I have students who do this a lot, where you rent a house, but you get the permission of the landlord to sublease the house, right? So instead of subleasing the house for a year, you then you turn it to an Airbnb. You provide couch, furnitures, and then people can rent it for a day or 2 or a week or more. Now I'm going to break down a few mathematical calculations to you guys. I'm going to use 2 locations. I'm going to use US and I'm going to use Nigeria. So let's start with Nigeria. So imagine you rented an apartment in Victoria Island, Lagos. How much does it cost to rent a 5-bedroom duplex in VI? Anybody? How much does it cost to rent a 5-bedroom apartment in VI? Can everybody type? Okay. So how much does it cost? 5-bedroom apartment in Victoria Island, how much does it cost? What's your business with participants? God's day. What's your business with participants? Well, this is a webinar. So it's when you are doing meeting that you see the participants. In the webinar, you don't see yourselves, but you can see total number of people there. Yes, so let's get back before we're distracted. Somebody say 4 million per annum. Somebody say 5 million per annum. I think it's a bit more than that. Maybe 6 million can work, but let's take 5 million per annum for you to rent a 5-bedroom duplex in Victoria Island. Now, imagine you turn that 5-bedroom duplex in Victoria Island to Airbnb. What does that mean? You list that apartment, each room, right? And people can lease each room for 15,000. They can stay in that room for 15,000. You will tell me, why do people use it? We use it for many things. In fact, last time we were shooting my TV show called Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce show was a Rolls Royce show. The last time we did that shoot, I will never forget how, as a matter of fact, it was, what was the case? Let me remember again. Yes, we had to take a Airbnb like this, a VI, to do that shoot. So people do Airbnb a lot and several other platforms, not just Airbnb. You can list it on other sites. Again, this is not a comprehensive class. You know, if you want a comprehensive class, you can go to Stephen Akintayo University or join the coaching program. But I'm still going to take my time to explain to you guys to understand how the business works. So 15,000 and then times 30, you have 30 days, then times 12. Okay, so times 12, let's do that math again. 15,000, so you are renting it out 15,000 per day. You have 5 rooms, that gives you 75,000. 75,000, okay, multiply by 30, because you have 30 days, right? Multiply by 12. Ladies and gentlemen, what does that give you? That gives you 27 million naira. 27 million naira. So out of this 27 million naira, you pay your rent of 5 million, right? Let's say because of the money you used to renovate the house, to put couch, put bed, and make sure it's okay. So I'm going to calculate that you are putting in another 10 million, another 5 million. So that makes it 10 million out of 27 million. You are left with 17 million in profit. Let's even say because some days people didn't rent the location, okay? So let's knock off another 7 million. Ladies and gentlemen, you can be making, okay, about 10 million profit, 10 million naira to 15 million naira profit per annum just by running Airbnb using somebody's house. That is not even your house, right? And from the profit you are making, you can increase from 1 apartment to 2 apartments to 3 apartments to 4 to 5. And before you know, you start owning your own houses. How many of you think this is a cool business? If you think it's cool business, type cool business, cool business. Everybody, talk to me. If you think this is a cool business, can you type cool business, cool business, cool business? So the real estate sector has a lot of money. And don't tell me, oh, stuff is difficult, I don't have money. Don't worry. I'll even get to the one that you don't need 1 naira. And I will show you people who have been able to do it without necessarily putting much capital, aside maybe mentorship. Okay? Is this making sense at all? If you are learning from this, can you type, I'm learning, I'm happy, I'm getting value. Show me some love. I want to be sure that this is adding value to you. So that's number 2 business model that you can make money from. Number 3 is, I'm going to skip that. Number 3 is real estate trust. Real estate trust. Can everybody type real estate trust? Everybody, can you type real estate trust? Now, real estate trust is basically a business model where you are able to, you have cash, but you don't want to take the risk of doing short lease. You don't want to take the risk of doing land banking, and so on and so forth, right? So you have whatever reasons. So you don't want to do business directly, but you still want to make money. You can do what called real estate trust. Real estate land trust is a legal term. It's an arrangement in which one party holds property for another party's benefit. The property owner never gives up control of the asset, but the trustee becomes the owner for legal purpose only. The function of all trustees is to shield the asset owner from certain liabilities, proceedings, and tax exposures. Now, real estate trust has different ways it's executed. So you have real estate trust executed in form of an investment, where, like I said, you may not be interested in doing all the business, but you look for somebody you trust, you give him the money. The person go ahead and start buying properties, and you have an agreed amount to be sharing together. Okay, you have an agreed amount to be sharing together. Powerful principle in real estate trust, right? I know somebody who has been able to build crazy amount of money. Started with 350 million. He has a lot of money, but he did this real estate trust with a partner in Nigeria. So he has the money, while the partner knows the property they are right and has connection as the one that in Nigeria. So they started their first investment, 350 million, were able to successfully turn 360 million to 750 million naira. From 350 million to 750 million naira in 40 days through trust, real estate trust, right? And today, the last time we talked, me and this person, he's grown his real estate assets to over 20 billion naira. Over 20 billion naira. Did you hear me? Can everybody type that? 20 billion naira. That's what he's grown his real estate assets to. Okay? How many of you think you can do this? Somebody say, oh my God. Right? And it started with 350 million. Of course, you may not have 350 million. You can start with your 10 million, 20 million, 50 million. Start somewhere. The purpose of this training, why I'm doing this training, is to open your mind to possibilities and to the need for you to start. right? Because again, you and I can go over how Mama Teacher, it was the death of Mama Luku that affected you, right? We can go over many reasons why, certain things are not done, right? We can go over all of that. But honestly, I want to encourage you that start from where you are. Take a leap of faith, right? Start somewhere. Nobody gets to where they are today overnight. Nobody. Not me, nobody, right? People can deceive you when we have these conversations, but take it from someone like Stephen Akintayo, who he himself started with nothing. Nobody has grown success overnight. Can everybody help me type it? Nobody becomes successful overnight. In fact, if you become successful overnight, too sudden, you will lose it overnight also. When your success is too sudden, you lose it cheaply because you didn't build foundation, you really didn't get how this thing worked, right? Start somewhere. Are you ready for number 4? If you're ready for number 4, can you type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Who's ready for number 4? So this number 4 business, I will take my time on it. I also invite some people to share their testimony that I mentored in this number 4 also, and are doing very well today and are making something for themselves. Okay, if you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. If you're ready for number 4, type I'm ready. So number 4 is property brokerage. Now this property brokerage was actually how I started my real estate business. I didn't have money when I started. I had finished school, I spent 8 years. I looked for a job I didn't get. I started some smaller businesses, but I just said on the side, I could still be marketing for some established real estate companies and earn something on the side. And that was what I did. I started working with a few companies. They would give me a commission and I would make 10%, 2%. And that's how I started saving money, making money, knowing the business rudiment, which I think was more important. What helped me more was that I understood the concept of running the business. And God helped me. Before you know it, I started our own real estate development company. And today we've built billions of naira in asset. You too can do the same. Can everybody type, this can be me? Come on, talk to me. Can everybody type, this can be me? So what is the difference between a real estate broker that closes a deal and the other brokers who struggle to close a deal, even one deal annually? The difference is the right client. How do you separate the clients with money from the clients that are just interested? Listing sites are great from a platform that has most clients who visit the website for the purpose of buying, and those people have money. So you can become a property broker. Basically, you register with a company and you start helping them sell their property, and they give you either 5% or 10% or more. Many real estate companies even have a multi-level program around it, okay, where they're able to run a multi-level marketing program around what they do, right? So for example, a company like ours, where we have different properties we sell, right? You pick up videos like this. You don't wait to buy land, you buy land and you wait. Smart investors always know when to invest. They know when other options of investments are not working and which one is right. And real estate is that. That's why they call it real, then estate, because it's the only real form of investment all over. And that's why you want to invest right here with us at GTEX Homes in any of our estates. Because years from now, you look back and you're grateful. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, what you're getting for 10 million, for 5 million, is going to be worth hundreds of millions. Okay, and listen, I tell people wealth or money is only a reward for the risks you took yesterday, right? So if you're not okay with the kind of money you have right now,
Okay, don't worry. Start taking investment risk now so that the kind of money you have access to tomorrow will be something you'll be proud of. I'm Stephen Akintayo. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach, and I'm advising you to buy property, to buy land, to buy real estate. You know why? They don't make more of them anymore. God bless you. Bye bye.
GTEx Homes. We don't just sell properties, we help you secure the future.
How many of you like that wisdom tip that I just gave? If you like it, type I like it, I like it, I like it. Come on, guys. How many of you enjoyed that? So the next question I want to ask, how many of you would like to become a property broker with GTEx Homes, who happen to be the company I'm the MD CEO of? If you would like to do that, can you type I will love that? Come on, everybody. Type I will love that. Okay, how many of you would like to be that? If you want to, I can see Infinix, Adeniran, Victoria, David, Anthony, Abiola, everybody here says they will love that. So I want you to type, you can write it down so that after the class you go and do it, but don't forget to do it ASAP. www. Can you still see my screen? If you can see my screen, type I can see it. So just type www.portal.com. www.portal. www.portal.gtexthomes.com. You type that, this is where it will take you to bring you to this website, right? So what you will do, if you're an existing broker, you put in your username and password. If you are new, you click on this icon here, sign up here. Once you click on the sign up, it asks you for your name, your middle name, your gender, your date of birth, your WhatsApp, your email, your contact address, your account details. The reason why it's asking for your account details is because the process of paying you commission whenever you bring a customer to buy property from us is automatic. Once you fill the form online, the company just credits your account. Okay, so some people are asking where is our property and all that. You start with this. The spelling is wrong. The portal.gtexhome. The GTEx Home is wrong. You can see the screen here. Okay, www.portal.gtexhomes.com. That is the URL link to visit. Okay, so the way many of you are spelling GTEx is wrong. Very, very wrong. So that's the link. www.portal.gtexhomes.com. That's the URL link you visit. I'm sure most of you can see it. So this is it. That's the link you visit. So you click on sign up and sign up here. At the bottom, you see sign up. You click on it, and that's how you join. Now, I want to have a couple of people share their testimony before I continue on how to really, really go big in this. And also, I still run, this is free to join, but I still run a unique coaching program in the real estate sector. And you can still be part of that also, aside just signing up to be a broker. And I have two people who have made money from this program. I would like them to share their experience. I will start with, they say ladies first, but this time around, I'm sorry, I want to start with the male first. I have John Tubon. John, how are you today?
Fine, sir.
The video so that we can see you. How? What, are you in Lagos now?
Hello, sir.
Are you in Lagos now?
No, sir, I'm in Ibadan.
Okay, it seems you have, left Abuja. You are no longer staying in Abuja now. You are chopping
I still stay in Abuja, sir.
You're chopping life now. So
sir, I want to be like you, sir.
Come on. Share with me how you got to know about me and how the mentorship program and the GTEx, consultant program, which I just showed people how to sign up, has been a great tool for you to build wealth. I know you are also, from being a broker, you started investing, buying land also with GTEx so personally. But just share your story here from you.
First and foremost, I'm very grateful for this opportunity. That should be in 2019. I came across Dr. Stephen Akintayo online, and I was just following him for a while. After 2 months, so there was this estate going on then, very one. So the land goes for 1.5 million naira. So I just talked to some of my friends in diaspora that, hey guys, this is the best opportunity. Anyway, within a short period of time, I've gained trust. So I went to his profile, I went to his website. So I need to know, okay, this man is for it. It's not those one that will just squander your money or will run away with your money. So that was the first thing I did. So that people will not just go and give money to someone you meet online, and those people will run away with your money. So after that, I told my friends. So some of my friends believed in it, and some of them did not believe in it. So their kids, so those ones that keyed into it, they send their money through. Then we pay for the money. The document was sent to them, and wow, I got my commission. So I was like, wow. So is this how this thing works? And I remember I work in the banking firm, and I know how much I take home, and it's so ridiculous. So I just key into it that this is the next thing. This is the best thing I need to give my time into. So after the commission was being paid to me, then I was nominated as one of the best seller of the year. So I was given another 250 check, and I was listening to Dr. Stephen Akintayo on one of his program like this when he told me that, okay, when he was saying that you don't need to, when you are cashing out, if there's nothing much you don't use money to do, the best thing is for you to invest again in those estates. So that one will bring a lot of trust. Even you can be so bold to tell your clients that okay, you've invested in the same land, you want them to come and invested in. So I keyed into it, and then the land goes for, then when I sold the land for one of my clients, it was 1.5. But when I was keying into it, it was already for 2.5. So I lost over $1 million for myself. But still that same land today goes for 5 million naira. I think very one goes for 5 million today. So in less than 15 months, I've been able to make my 2.5 million naira to turn 2.5 to another 2.5 million naira. I bought the land for 2.5 million naira, and today in less than 15 months, the land goes for 5 million naira. So from there, I've make money, and from there we've sold a lot of estate, and we keep investing, and it has been superb.
Awesome. How many of you, can you help me clap for John Tobon? Come on, everybody, clap for him. He's just sharing his own past. And I really thank you for coming to share, because a lot of people have great experience, but they don't want to come share their testimony, right? I remember the story in the Bible of the 12 lepers. Only one came, to thank God that, I was cleansed. And it was even the one that, thank God, it was cleansed, I even got it better. So, because why I always bring people like you to come and share is that you will motivate others. Because, when people watch us on social media, many of them, Stephen Akintayo, they feel I'm up there, that, they can never reach me. But when they can see people like you sharing your own story, that, okay, just like you're watching this guy, was also how I watch. And I took action, and my life started changing, And so it just makes the whole thing a lot real for people, and make it very human to them that, okay, they too can do this. So I'll still come back to you. I have Choma also. I made sure it's 2 persons that are available today to share few testimonies. So Choma I think Choma is less than 4 months into this whole learning real estate from me. So Choma, how are you today? And can you just share your own story with us?
Yeah, Dr. Stephen, I am very fine. I'm doing well. Good evening, everyone, wherever you're watching from. So, like you said, yes, it was. I went into real estate out of curiosity. I'll put it that way. I was just curious. I've seen videos of Dr. Stephen. I've listened to his programs, his seminars, and all of that. And out of curiosity, I wanted to know if this is actually real or it's just all talk. So I got into the real estate business out of curiosity, and trust me, it's been a worthwhile experience, honestly speaking. In fact, I regret not going into it a longer time ago, seriously, because honestly, I've been seeing his videos flying everywhere. Because he happened to be my friend on social media platform and all of that. So I see videos everywhere. But then I was just skeptical. I was just like, is this thing real? Is it just, these fabulous stories that we hear every now and then and all of that? So out of curiosity, I decided to just, step into it and see how it goes. And trust me, it's been very amazing. Like, I can't believe my eyes myself. And I just wish that I made this decision several years ago and not dragging my feet over it.
Fantastic. I mean, one of the what I mean, you also started being a property broker recently, and I think you are less than 6 months into this being a property broker thing. But can you share with us what the kind of returns you make in terms of commission? And of course, you've been a career person. How is it compared to, just waiting for normal salary? And, what do you think if we're to be comparing?
Okay, candidly speaking, it's like I said, it's amazing. At times I can't even find words to, explain myself. You can imagine if you're earning a salary, let's even assume that you're earning a salary of 500,000 naira monthly. Let's assume for at least those that you can say, oh, their salary range is very good. Let's assume you're earning 500,000 naira monthly, right? And then you sell, okay, the leased property is like 1.5 million, thereabouts. And then you sell a property of 5 million naira. You get 10%, that is 500,000 added to your basic salary, right? Then you sell a property of, who knows, like 12 million naira. That means you're earning a commission of 1.2 million in addition to whatever it is that you're doing. And you can imagine, it's just amazing to the point that you could sell 2-3 properties in a month. Imagine that. Just calculate, do the math now. Do the math yourself. You sell like 2-3 properties in a month. Do the mathematics, 10%. That's how much. That's a crazy amount of money. If you're planning to even invest and also buy your own landed property, that's the surest way you can do it. Then imagine being consistent for several months. You're making sales, you're getting 10% on commission for every sale that you make. And then if you have other things by the side that you're doing, just do the math yourself and you'll be amazed. That's the surest way of you securing the future for yourself and for your family members. And it doesn't just end there. You can also, if you don't even want to do the stuff, you can even go through the GCP program, which is the GTEX consultancy program. Amazing program. It's like a multi-level marketing you get. And then you have downline, even when you're not making sales yourself, but your downline is making sales, you earn a percentage of commission from your downline sale. So it doesn't even affect your downline 10%. Whoever made the direct sale, it doesn't affect his or her own 10%. But then you also get an extra for yourself just because you registered the downline. Tell me that isn't amazing. So aside from your own direct sale, you're getting a 10% from your own direct sale, okay? Then you're getting a percentage from the sales of your downlines. Like, that is crazy amazing if you ask me. And it's a very sure way of building wealth for yourself, of, going into any project it is that you've had in mind to embark on. And I don't think any salary or any whatever can give you that. It's too good to be true. But trust me, until you take a step and you join in, you really cannot understand what I'm talking about. The feeling is second to none. Being able to accomplish dreams that you've had piling up, and you've been thinking to yourself, oh, how do I go about executing this thing? Trust me, just take a step and do this. Like when it first happened to me, I was dazed. I was like, am I dreaming? Is this really reality or is it fiction? But trust me, it's real. And it's until you take a step, go into real estate, and do it for just do it the way I did it. Do it out of curiosity. Don't do it because you believe it. Just do it out of curiosity because you want to know. You want to verify if it is real or not. Do it out of curiosity. And come and thank me later. Probably I'll get 5% out of your 10% then.
Well, this is, on the screen, some of you will see one of the payment that Choma received. So just on a commission of 750,000 on a single transaction, you and I agree that that's something. And if you're able to do more than 2-3 in a month, that is a good way to earn. So can you also help me appreciate Choma for coming around to share our experience with us and just encouraging us to take action. Like I said, the goal in these 6 days is that we want to give you all, all that can help motivate you, inspire you, to take those right actions that is needed to move from where you are to where you want to be. And honestly, if you're able to just take action. And one of the things I've loved about this 4 property businesses I've taught you, some require money. This last one of becoming a property broker doesn't even require money as such, right? It's not as if you need money as such to be a property broker. You just need to take action. That's all. Just take action and take decision to say, I want to be a property broker. I want to sell for companies that I trust. I've even given you a website if you want to do for our company, and then see how you move from there. But things like this can turn your life around forever. So I'm going to take questions very soon. But I want to ask, how many of you will love me to mentor you in real estate? You love me and my team. By the way, I have a team of amazing guys who teaches all these various courses, but in a more detailed fashion than even what we've been able to look into. How many of you will love? But again, it's not free, so don't use me because again, I don't like all this. I want everything for free. I've just taught you for over an hour for free. Everything in life nothing of value comes without a cost. There's a cost to things of value, right? So how many of you are interested in me and my team mentoring you on how to build wealth in real estate for a token? If you're interested, type I'm interested, I'm interested. Now, the coaching program that I run gives you an opportunity for 3 months, and it goes for $5,000. Gives you step-to-step approach to building wealth in the real estate sector, even with zero capital. Shows you how to do adverts to be able to market properties. Shows you how to use other people's money, okay, to grow your property investment portfolio. So in the case where I want to be buying houses and selling, but I don't have money, how do you use other people's money? Okay, getting right properties, and get 100% return on investment. And so many more are part of what you will learn in our coaching program. Okay, it's coordinated by my team, but most of the video courses are done by me. And then once a month, I also meet with you and other of my students and I take questions. But what I'm doing today is to give you an opportunity. Yeah, there's a promo to pay $1,000, just 400,000 naira. And now for those of you who are paying, the first 10 people to pay, I'm going to be giving you a couple of bonus. So number one is maximizing your real estate investment. It's one of my best-selling books. If any of my associates is around, can you help me bring that book, Maximizing Your Real Estate Investment? If any of my associates can hear me, please help me bring it. So Maximizing Your Real Estate Investment, one of my best-selling book on Amazon, fantastic book. You want to get it, but you'll be getting it free, the soft copy version. You also get four things to know about a good land investment when you are doing land banking. Okay, network with great property brokers and salespersons across the globe in the coaching program. You know, sales secrets to be able to, of course, relate materials that enable you to get the right clients when you are a property broker and you're doing your property business. So this is my book, Maximizing Your Real Estate Investment. Let me share this, testimony with you guys without trying to blow my trumpet, right? One of the shocking things that happened to me, I will never forget. One of my students had this book in his hands. It's based in Dubai, and he was reading it in Dubai Metro, right? And a Filipino saw the book with him and said, can I just flip through the book and go through the book? And you won't believe it. As she started going through the book, she wouldn't give him back the book. She was like, how much? I'm going to pay you. He said, why? He said, I'm learning a lot about how to invest in real estate, even in Philippines. This book is relatable, even in Philippines. And she didn't give him back? She said, any amount it is, she will pay him, and I should go and buy another one. Okay, that's how powerful the information in this book. Yeah, it's a bit bulky. It's over, 270 pages, but powerful book. And, so you get it as a bonus, because all my teachings, I try to, have conversation around things that it can be relatable anywhere in the globe. But you still get mentorship from me. You also learn 5 business opportunities in the real estate sector. I've just given you introduction to about 4. I see others I couldn't talk about. And so in 3 months, you must begin to build wealth in the real estate sector. So if you are interested, you can visit the website, www.stevenakintayo.com/goldmine, or you can do a direct transfer to the account number that has been given to you. This is always important. Once you make payment, send email, phone number to either both info@stevenakintayo.com and products. The product has an S, at stevenakintayo.com. Your name, your email, evidence of payment. If you have inquiries, of course, you can always call the office line, which is 231-81-800-00618. So all the details you need is now on your screen. I'm very sure you can see it on your screen. If you can't, I'm sharing it now so you can see it on your screen. So for those of you who want to join the coaching program, this is the details that you need. If you can see it up, I can see it. Okay, if you can see it up, I can see it. Okay, beautiful. You guys can see. So let me just do a recap. I will still take questions from you guys, because many of you have questions for me, and the 2 guests that I brought in today, we're all going to do our best to answer your questions. I wasn't even aware that my lighting was bad, and unfortunately nobody told me. Let me see. Okay. Okay, beautiful. So this is the coaching program I run. It's a 6 months coaching program, a 3 months coaching program, and very life-changing. You learn step-to-step approach of starting real estate business with 0 capital, getting started in the right way, your real estate investment, how to run a profitable adverts to grow returns on investment as a real estate broker, leveraging other people's money, okay, to grow real estate business, one-on-one, of course, with me every month, and with other set of people, becoming a sales machine, It costs $5,000, but the first 10 people to pay today can pay $1,000, just 400,000 naira. That's the account details, or you can use your card on www.stephenakintayo.com/goldmine. Once you make your payment, evidence of payment, email, phone number to info@stephenakintayo.com or products@stephenakintayo.com. Full name, email, phone number, evidence of payment. You can also follow up via call contact +2348180000618. Right? You can call, for inquiries maybe after you have made payment for this program. Let me see. So I also have the Stephen Akintayo University where you can run online courses. You join with $247, but the first 100 people are allowed to join with just $147 for 2 weeks. After that, you pay $47 every month. It's a subscription program, but it's only for the first 100 people. Else, you will have to pay $247 every month. And there are thousands of video courses. You can learn e-commerce, you can learn mini importation, drop shipping, you can learn real estate, you can learn wealth creation strategies, you can learn mobile business, affiliate marketing, freelancing, digital marketing, monetizing books on real estate, how to be an author. I've written 35 books and I make over $100,000. This year I should make, I'm close to $1 million in sales this year. Okay, from books, coaching, speaking, video courses. COVID has affected a bit, but at least I know I've done currently more than 100 million. I think almost 200 million naira, in this industry. So how do you do that? So we're still going to be looking at it, I think maybe tomorrow or next tomorrow. Remember, this is a 6-day program. Yesterday was the first day, today second, tomorrow is third. It's from the 10th of November to the 15th. We'll show you different businesses you can do that you can build legitimate income, right? Enough of playing victim. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, I'm a victim. Oh, there's no money. Oh, this. Take action. The life rewards people who take risk. You start something. Wealth is ultimately created by you doing something. Okay, it's ultimately created by you doing something. You have to start something. You have to do a business. That's how you build wealth. Somebody said the price is not showing. The price of what exactly? Okay, because I think I've shown the price. For the university, just go to stephenakintayo.com/university, right? But for the coaching program, I think I've shown that also. For the coaching program, the fee is $5,000, but first 10 people, you pay $1,000 or 400,000 naira. And that's the account detail you can pay to, or you use stephenakintayo.com/goldmine. You can send, of course, evidence of payment to that email. You can call the number once you've made payment. So I'm going to bring back up again Choma and Bosun. They can put on their videos. I want you to ask either me or them questions, and we're going to just answer your questions for the next 10 minutes before we wrap up for today's class. I want to ask you a question. Have you gotten value today at all? If you have gotten value today, can you type, I got value, I got value, I got value? Come on, everybody, talk to me. If you got value today, can you type, I got value, I got value, I got value? Okay, good. I'm glad to know. Everybody said they got value, they got value. Someone said, do I accept Cash App? No, I don't do Cash App. Or you can do transfer to Bank of America. Just chat the number up. They can give you details. But we'll prefer that you use that card. You can use your card on the website and make your payment. It's a very secure platform. So I think it's Slack. So it's a foreign platform. It's not even a Nigerian platform to pay online. So put up your video, John and Choma. So, oh, I can see everybody got value. They got value. Everybody got value. Beautiful. Lovely. Thank you, everybody. So we learned today about how to make money through land banking, how to make money through short lease, how to make money through real estate trust, and then how to make money as a property broker, right? So I'm ready to take your questions. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Of course, it's not just like, you just wake up and money start coming, right? There are things to take. So I'm going to start with yeah, go ahead, just ask your question. I see a lot of you raising hands. You can either ask your question from the chat button, or you ask your question from the parts, okay? So any of the two, you can. Somebody say, what's land banking? Go and watch the video again. I taught you what land banking is. Go to my YouTube, you see the definition of land banking. This video is available on YouTube. So, if you are here late, you can go and watch it on land bank on YouTube. As like that, I want to contribute to the class, but I cannot see myself. Well, sorry, I mean that I can't see my messages because you click on A. Somebody says, I'm joining. How much star for those 90%? Yeah, 90% discount is $1,000, right? Like $1,000 is what you're paying. So you're able to pay 400,000 naira. That's the price, because actually the coaching program used to be $10,000. So then recently, some people can pay $5,000, but today you can pay just $1,000, which is 90% discount of the 10,000. Somebody said for those people not in Nigeria, yes, the coaching program is a global coaching program. Land banking works outside Nigeria. All the business I've taught you, do it anywhere in the world. Okay, so somebody is asking, my question goes to Choma. I would love to know step you took to make your first sale. I think both of you should even answer this question. So let's start with you, Choma.
Okay, it was kind of okay. You have to be resilient. Like you shouldn't be okay with just getting a no. And at times you could talk to a prospect and you could see the interest is there, but probably, a whole lot of things. People have been through a whole lot of situation. It could be that he's been scammed before. It could be that he's trying to check you out, do his own fact finding and all of that. So give him the time. If you see that the interest is there, but he's just trying to do his own due diligence and all of that, give him his time. I gave him his time. He consulted his lawyer reached out to me and all of that. I gave them time. But one thing I consistently did was I kept sending him stuff from us, from the estate. I kept sending him stuff. Even though he didn't ask for it, there was a time he even asked me to stop calling him. Trust me. And I did. I stopped calling him. But stop calling me doesn't mean stop sending me stuff on WhatsApp, right? So I kept sending him stuff on WhatsApp. Any updates on the site, I will send to him, and all of every document, that would help to erase his fears. I kept sending it to him. Okay, and it took a while. I think for almost a month, I didn't call him. I gave him that space, and then after a while, I just reached out to him again. Called him. I didn't call to say, oh, I want to sell land. But of course, I've been pushing via WhatsApp though, and I know he was getting there. So eventually, I just called him one day after a long time, and I was like, how are you doing, sir? I hope you're good. Hope you're fine. Hope everything is okay, and all of that. And I was like, oh, Choma, it was a good thing that you called me. I've been trying to, see when to reach out to you and stuff like that. And that was how the communication reopened again. Another thing I want to say is very key. If your prospect is looking at trying to meet you, please meet with the person, because at times they just need to put a face to who they are speaking with. You get it. Someone has been calling me up from the phone, chatting me up. I don't know who this person is. If it's a robot, I don't know. So at times they're like, okay, so I remember at a point he was like, okay, can I bring the form to him? You know, can I bring the subscription form to him? You get, and at that point, I was like, I kind of gave an excuse that, okay, I could send it to you via your email and stuff like that. But that was a mistake. I should have actually got, because for him, it was a way of trying to see, to put a face to whoever he was speaking with. You get. So when we reconnected again and the issue came up and he said, how do I get the form and all of, I offered, I said, I'll bring the form to you. Is that fine? And you're like, okay, that'll be good. You know, and trust me, from the very point he met with me, that I took the form to him, he had this confidence. Like he could not put a face to it, and all of the talk, all the picture behind all the talk, he could put a face to it. And trust me, it was easier for that deal to be closed after I met with him. I think I met with him once. Let's say I met with him this week, and by the next week the deal was closed. Trust me. So you have to be persistent. You have to keep giving things that will drown. If you know that he has fears in one area or the other, keep giving him things that will drown his fear, that will take away his fears. If he's thinking, oh, is this land even real? Keep sending pictures. If there are any updates on that, as they keep sending pictures, he asks you for anything. Oh, I want the coordinate. I want to check. I want to do my fact. Send to him. Let him go do it. That way, you're building trust. You're gaining his trust. You're gaining, and right now, trust me, we're like family. I can assure you. Up until today, we still spoke last weekend. You know, so if you can just build trust and gain that trust, the others are easy. Trust me. So that's actually the first way I made my first sale. You know, I was just being consistent. Even when I was put down, it was like, don't call me again. I don't want to get any more call from you and all of that. I was like, fine. But I kept sending him WhatsApp chats. I kept sending him videos, pictures, and all of that. And I'm sure those pictures and videos actually, you know, it touched his curiosity, because he was like, okay, is this what's going on and all of that? And, you know, at the point he could put a face to all the talk behind, it was easy for him to, it was easy for us to seal the deal. So that's basically it. But you have to be consistent. And yes, I mustn't forget, please, first and foremost, pray. Yes, because I know I prayed. Actually, when he said, don't call me again, I prayed. Trust me. So pray. But you know, faith without work is what? Is nothing. So put the faith part into it and also put the work into it. You can't keep saying, oh, faith, God will do it, God won't come down to do it. You are still going to put in the work. You understand? But you do your own spiritual part, pray, and you've got that covered spiritually. And then put in the work. Make sure what you need to do is done. Keep in touch. Keep sending videos. Keep sending pictures. Keep talking about what you do. Whether he wants to hear it, keep letting him know what you do. At some point, something will catch his interest. Trust me. And the rest will be history, just like it was in my case.
Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. John, you want to share your own experience? But before John, let me just mention a couple of things I've seen here. What if you don't see him face to face? You know, I mean, different stories differs. She's just sharing her own experience. They are both in the same country, and the person wanted to see. There are sometimes where people understand you are not in the same country, and they are not going to ask you that. Somebody said being a property broker at GTEx Home is an individual or as a company. You can do any. You can be a broker with us as an individual and register your company. How do I refer people in order to get commission, especially when I'm not living in Nigeria? Of course, that's what we told you. Fill the form, the website, right? And once your clients pay, you go fill the site to prove that it was through you that the person paid, right? Because of course it's you that will talk to them to convince them to buy. Good evening, everyone. Please, I need more information on the program. Well, go and watch the video again. We can't repeat because of you. I don't know why people ask this kind of questions. If you come late for a show like this, are you asking us to repeat because of you? Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me. So I have more questions on Facebook also. How can I get a house to lease, to get somebody to lease a house for Airbnb? Well, you do them a letter, explain to them that you are renting their house. However, you are still going to sublease that house. If you're able to explain to them, give them reasons, some will agree. Anywhere in the world, you can do Airbnb. How can I get the book, and how can I invest with your company? I shared that earlier. Maybe you should go watch again. Once you join the coaching program, you are able to get the book for free. But if you just want to buy the book alone, go to amazon.com or go to books.stephenakintayo.com. Let's go to my website. You can buy the book on my website. But if you're joining my coaching program today, it's complimentary. You get the book for free. Somebody said I bought a property 2014 through a real estate agent. And 5 years later, the place is flooded. Well, again, this is why you needed training. You said you got from a real estate agent, not that you had a coach, not that you had a mentor. Who is your property mentor? You want to build wealth in real estate. Who is mentoring you? Somebody has to teach you where is the right place to invest, where are the places you can get return on investment. I shared this when I started. A lot of people want to start real estate, and the first place they want to buy land is their village. You say, why? I say, my family, I want to build a house in my village. But properties do not appreciate in your village like they appreciate in Lagos, like they appreciate in Port Harcourt, or like they appreciate in Abuja. But you are emotional, you are sentimental, you say it's your village you want. At the end of the day, you buy a place that doesn't appreciate. That's one part. Then the place is flooded. I mean, if it's Lagos, Lagos is water. So don't let anybody deceive you. Water has no problem, no issue. Eco Atlantic now used to be Bar Beach. It was all water. They filled the entire place. And today, the richest people in the world are the ones buying Eco Atlantic, right? Banana Island was water. Today, it's $1 million to get 600 square meters. So water is not a proof that you have bought a wrong land. It's just, again, these are issues based on, do you even understand what is the right land? What are factors that contribute to appreciation of properties? So these are things that influences. Someone says, Basi, say, hello, thank you for what you do. I meet number 4 teaching there. Go watch it again. It's on YouTube at Stephen Akintayo TV. Thank you, Chioma and Dr. Stephen. How does Facebook advert work for property sales? Well, one of those trainings you're going to be getting, for those of you joining the coaching program, is how to do Facebook adverts. Join the GCP and you'll thank me later. Okay, so Chioma is replying, many of you. You can invest in GTEx on properties. She's replying, many of you. Yes, John, do you want to share also how you made your first sale, so that we start wrapping up because of time?
Yes, sir. How the whole thing went was that the person was not even in the country. The person that bought my Fox, that bought the Fox land from, was not in the country. So when he was asking, how do you know you are not in Lagos, you don't base in Lagos, so how can you tell me all this about everything? I told him, just go get something done. Check the owner of the check my boss online, go to his website. So it was one that he came back and tell me himself that, oh, this guy is a top notch. Say this boy is not a beast. I said, okay. So with that alone, he was convinced, and he just sent out the money, and that is how he got that was how I sold my first property. And the major thing outside is that consistency really matters most. You just have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. Put up your mind. Once your mind is there, the buyer will come one day. Like what my co-host said the other time, that you just have to keep pushing it. Once you keep pushing it, the whole thing will just come. The right person. Even that was this guy. I have to flew all the way from Abuja down to Lagos to come and show me this property. On getting there, he was like, "Oh, you are showing me inside water. You don't want to buy this. You don't want to do this. It was on my way going back. The Uber guy that I was telling that this is what I do. I said he wants that he has an uncle that wants to buy land. The guy later bought a piece of land from me. I came all the way from Abuja to show somebody else land. The person rejected the offer. I was so disappointed, like, oh my God, wasted money, wasted time. And on my way going back, I have the Uber guy. I just tell him that, okay, this is what I do. He was looking at the flyer. He was overhearing the conversation. So he wants this person. I said, okay, can we just take a turn back, go and look at something? On getting back to the site, he has to do video with the person. And the person bought the land from me without no stress. So the major thing is that you have to be consistent. Consistency really matter in anything you are doing, even in real estate, because I mean, what your eyes is not there. That is not how you are going to put your money into it. So consistency is the major thing I see in real estate. Once you are consistent with what you are doing, a sure buyer will come that will not even stress you. That will not stress you at all. It will just come and will just pay and get paid of your commission. At least in the past 15 years now, by one, I've built wealth in real estate in millions, and this is just a starting point. So everybody can also apply the same thing, and consistency really matters most in what you are doing.
Boss.
With that simple education and
paintings and platinum and gold and stocks and mutual funds and certificates of deposits and treasury bills. Would you please lend me the money so that I may invest in these things? He will laugh you out of his office.
That's right. They may lend you money on you, but they won't lend you money on the stock or mutual funds simply because they're too risky.
They're too risky.
That should tell you something.
Right. It tells you two things. Firstly, you don't need the money to buy real estate. And secondly, it's about the safest thing there is to invest in.
Right. If it wasn't safe, a banker wouldn't give you the money.
Right.
So it's a fabulous way of, finding financial stability and a financial brightness for your future.
Right.
What we'll be doing this weekend is we'll be going with a young couple. It'll be their first real estate investment foray into the world there. As we talk to them, we'll be sharing our secrets through the real world. In this program, you will learn about the 6 basic and simple steps my rich dad taught me on how to be a successful real estate investor. Step number 1, decide to be an investor. This is very important. This means the most important thing is to invest in your education. Step 2, find an area. Areas go up, areas go down, and areas go sideways. To me, the area is far more important than the property. Step 3, identify potential investment properties. Step 4, analyze, make offers, and then negotiate the agreement between buyer and seller. Step 5, put the investment together, which means financing and doing your due diligence, checking out the structures of the property. Step 6, property management. The important thing is this: you must have the 6. If you only have 4, the real estate deal falls apart. Would you agree with that, Dolph?
Totally. If you're missing one, then you won't have an integrated package. It won't work.
Right. Another thing, too, is those 6 steps will work in any city throughout the U.S. or any city throughout the world. Is that correct also?
All over the world. It's international.
Right. So if you're going to be a property investor, a real estate investor, these 6 steps are important, and this will be covered throughout the program. You will learn these 6 steps that make the process of becoming a successful real estate investor a fun, inspirational, and profitable one.
Author and financial expert Robert, ready to go on the road.
When I was just 9 years old, my rich dad began to teach me how to become a real estate investor. And the way he taught me was through that game most of us know about, the game called Monopoly. And he said, son, on this game board Monopoly is the formula for great wealth. And most of us know that formula. It's 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel, 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel. And that's how my real estate investment career began, with that simple education and lessons from my rich dad. And that is why I was able to retire in 1994 at a relatively young age of 47, because of the simple investment steps my rich dad taught me. In this program, I will be sharing with you those same simple real estate investment tips my rich dad shared with me years ago. And to assist us in this program is my dear friend, author of the book, Real Estate Riches, Dr. Dolph DeRoos. Welcome, Dolph.
Thank you, Robert.
You're a doctor because you have a PhD of electrical engineering. Is that true?
That's correct, yes.
And isn't it also true you've never had a job?
Never had a job.
Please tell them why.
Well, it's very simple. I went through engineering school. I spent 8 years at university getting a PhD. And at the end of that time, I was offered a job at $32,000 a year, which in those days was a pretty handsome salary. However, unbeknown to my prospective employer, the week before I had just done a real estate deal that netted me $35,000. And I remember thinking to myself, why would anyone in their right mind work for 40 hours a week for 50 weeks of the year for $32,000 when in 1 week you can make $35,000? And I decided there and then to get into real estate, and I've never had a job.
So you would highly recommend real estate as an excellent form of investing?
Well, I'm very biased, but I think it's the best. I think there's nothing better, and I have specific reasons why I think that.
So in this program, we're going to show people how simple it is, right?
Right.
I mean, doesn't it surprise you that everybody's not doing it?
When you know how simple it is, it's astounding that people don't get up and look for a deal. They'd rather sit in front of the TV and watch other people's creations than make their own.
Or even worse, I watch people sitting in front of television sets, watching the stock market go up and the stock market going down and up, and that's horrible.
Right.
The only thing that Dolph and I have is we have cash flow. I mean, checks every month, money flowing in, right?
Right. And on top of that, the assets that generate those cash flows keep on going up.
Right. So there's 4 great advantages to real estate as an investment. Number 1 is you have income every month, which means you can soon quit your job if you want to. Number 2 is that you have tax advantages. You know, there's so many tax advantages too. Number 3 is you have depreciation.
right?
Which is another form of tax advantage. And number 4 is you have capital gains. So you have money coming in, government's giving all these bonuses.
Right.
You have all these gains that are somewhat tax-free. And on top of all that is the banker will lend you money for real estate. Is that correct?
That's one of the big fundamental differences. In fact, imagine going to a bank manager and saying, Mr. Bank Manager, I believe antiques are a good investment, and paintings and platinum and gold and stocks and mutual funds and certificates of deposits and treasury bills. Would you please lend me the money so that I may invest in these things? He will laugh you out of his office.
That's right. They may lend you money on you, but they won't lend you money on the stock or mutual funds simply because they're too risky.
They're too risky.
That should tell you something.
Right. It tells you 2 things. Firstly, you don't need the money to buy real estate. And secondly, it's about the safest thing there is to invest in.
Right. If it wasn't safe, a banker wouldn't give you the money.
Right.
So it's a fabulous way of, finding financial stability and a financial brightness for your future.
Right.
What we'll be doing this weekend is we'll be going with a young couple. It'll be their first real estate investment foray into the world there. As we talk to them, we'll be sharing our secrets through the real world of investing. In this program, you will learn about the 6 basic and simple steps my rich dad taught me on how to be a successful real estate investor. Step number 1, decide to be an investor. This is very important. This means the most important thing is to invest in your education. Step 2, find an area.
Okay,
Areas go up, areas go down, and areas go sideways. To me, the area is far more important than the property.
A thing or 2 from that video. I apologize that there was a time the audio was bad, but I was able to get it back. So I'm sure you capture all that you needed. So congrats, those of you who have joined the coaching program. The office will contact you and add you to the program. Congratulations to all of you. See you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Love you all. Good night.